This one here is an exciting one for the tallest freestanding structure in the world, the Burj Khalifa in the United Arab Emirates. Now, see what happens when we apply texture to this project, which is 3D 360 in HD. Stick around, 3D Crystal behind the scenes. Next.
It's just so incredible. Gotta have it. Can't let it go.
Hey everyone, Riyaz here with 3D Crystal behind the scenes. Thanks for joining me. So, we're going to talk about this project here now. I want to show you creativity. What happens when art meets science? Okay, so we're going to take a look at this image, which is of the Burj Khalifa, again, the tallest freestanding structure in the world. If we take a look at it from the side, it looks relatively flat, but that's deceiving because we've already done a lot of modeling on this. And I'm just going to show you the 360 nature of it. If I just use the non-uniform scale tool here, and there we go. And if I rotate it, there you go. It's the full 360, right? Isn't that cool? All right, now, what we want to do is a few things. First, you'll notice that we've textured this, okay? So you can see like windows contrasting with the concrete, right? So it's not the native format where you kind of just have a plain white image or white point cloud. And I'll actually show you the difference between the two when we generate the point cloud on this. What I also want to show is how we can kind of apply our creativity and our artistry, okay, to really add small accents to this to really make it look awesome. So let me, we've got a library here of 3D clouds. There we go. And now you've got your building and your clouds. So I told you I'd show you the difference between texture and native, right? Because that's really where we stand out. It's the ability to make it look so photo-like, so real. So what we'll do is we'll just click on go here. Let's generate the point cloud so we can see what it's going to look like when we send it to the laser. And there you go. So it does not look gorgeous. You can see the clouds. Now the building is, I mean, if you're not comparing it to anything, looks fantastic as well. It's again, this is what you would get as industry standards. So pretty much the white point cloud of the building. Now, what I want you to do is pay attention to this building when I apply texture to it. So I'm just going to change one of the settings here, and it will now pay attention to all the work we did on texturizing this. And you should be able to, right now you can't really make out any windows, right? So contrast is key. So if I click on go, it'll apply, it'll take a look at the texture, apply contrast, and we should see the windows, and there you go. Okay, so now you can see the windows a lot more clear. It looks a lot more real, especially when we put it into the crystal. Now there is one other thing I want to do, and that is the clouds. So remember, it's about being an artist. So what we have to do is, the clouds look fantastic, but remember, we want things to be relative. This is meant to be the tallest freestanding structure in the world. It's meant to represent that in crystal. So what we got to do, these clouds are too high. If this really is the tallest freestanding structure in the world, then the clouds need to be lower. So I would say bring them somewhere around there, which then gives this perception of how tall this building really is, right? So because it's giving it relativity, it's giving it something to compare to. So let's now click on go and generate the final point cloud. And there it is. And let's take a look at this once it's sent to the laser and burned into crystal. And this is what it looks like. Doesn't that look fantastic? And just to show you the difference between this and native, I'm just going to put the native one here, and you can clearly see what the difference is between the two. So if you have a cool project that you need us to work on, you want us to apply some creative juices to it, send us the image. It doesn't need to be a 3D file. Regular JPEGs are A-okay, and we'll work our magic on it to make a beautiful digital preview for you to see, followed by laser etching that into a 3D crystal. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're seeing this on YouTube, please do subscribe, like, share, and turn notifications on so you'll know every time we release a new video or decide to go live.